Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Excuse me. I just ate some brunch, and it got a bit cloggy on my throat, but it's fine. But as I was trying to say, welcome back to another Let's Play of Storyteller. This is part 4. You're probably wondering what's left. Well, there's 60% of the save file. I have played this, the Daily Motion.
At the life and death.
So, you're probably wondering why we're doing this again? Well, it's because if you haven't seen the last part, there's someone that's scribbling one of the ending pages of the story indicates that someone is about to mess up the happiest story of the life. So, let's go ahead and check it out. As you can tell, there's this dot here, so let's see what's going on.
Death makes everyone miserable.
Let's see. Alright, this one I remember trying to play this part, but I don't remember exactly. All I remember is that... Let's see. All I remember is this. All I remember is that he is trying to ruin the story. So it changes from what we thought is like dying of a broken heart to he makes everyone miserable. And I wonder if this everyone could be like, let's see, hold on. Oh yeah. Okay, now I remember. Okay, so this is the solution to this puzzle. So the wicked one is trying to mess up the story. Technically already has. And there's this red star here.
Broken hearts.
Let's go to grieve on chapter 2.
Spouses reject each other.
Okay, now this one is a little bit of a tricky puzzle, because you have to figure out how to make your spouses reject each other. And let's see here. Let's see, I'm trying to figure it out though. Because what I remember is very different. Let's see. This is the Wicked's chapter. And what I need to do is do this. And have him being involved with the story. Then it should be a wedding, then death. So, he gets married to this other person, while Isabel ends up realizing that his loved one is gone. But this wicked one ends up, like, doing the unthinkable. They end up getting married. However, to their shock, they're still alive. But that's probably not how I remember. But then again, what am I thinking? Anyways, they're supposed to reject each other. Apparitions. Alright, so this one, we're gonna go to Calamity.
Everyone dies sad.
Alright, so the way to do this is removing these. And we're gonna have the wicked one involved. And then he's going to tell Bernard that going to tell Bernard that Bernard that he's in love with Lenora, and she's going to pass away. He's going to pass away. He's going to be sad about it, and he's going to be passed away. I think that's something that I do not remember doing that, but who am I kidding?
The cellar.
Which is chapter 4, and we're going to go to tragedy.
Haunted for murder.
So, let's remove all of this right now. Because in this story, there is a bottle of poison, and he's going to turn it into some sort of fiery blaze. But at the same time, Edgar and Lenora ends up getting married. However, the way I did this is a little bit of a twist. So, what I did is that I let Lenora be the one who lost the love of her life, and she ends up drinking the poison, but it's made of fire. And then she enters the wedding chapel and ends up killing Edgar with her fiery mouth blaze, and now she's going to be haunted for being a killer. As you can tell, the ghost of Edgar is not happy of what she did, even though it's all you know who did.
Beauty.
Which is chapter 5. I'm going to go to the third story.
Heartbroken frog.
So we need to make the frog heartbroken. So how do we do that? Well, we're going to leave this here, but this guy is going to pour something suspicious on the potion that's supposed to make her as a witch to get back at him, or to see her what she truly is, but instead she turns into a frog. And because of that, the prince does not want to kiss her because she's a frog, and she suffers a broken heart. It's really sad. Anyways, let's move on.
The manor.
Which is chapter 6, and we're going to go to fingerprints.
Butler gets shot.
Alright. So the butler has to get shot. So what we do here is that we're going to have this guy to replace a real weapon into a toy one. So the butler picks it up, and what I did is that I allowed the Duke to become like the one that witnessed the thing, but gets mad about it because he thinks this weapon was a game to him. And because of that, the Duke grabbed the weapon and ended the butler's life. Which is kind of harsh in my opinion. It's kind of harsh.
Crown intrigue. Secrets.
So there's nothing suspicious of chapter 7. So let's move on to chapter 8, and we're going to go to the story of revenge.
Duke shoots his wife.
Okay? So what we need to do here is we're going to replace the Duchess to this guy here. And what happened was this. What happened is that the Duke will be and the Duchess will be terrified by this creepy painting, and the Duke decided that he's going to end it. However, the Duchess is taking a peek at the secret room, but unfortunately, this happened, and he is not aware that was his wife. What a messed up situation. Let's go to chapter 10, because there's nothing going on, nothing suspicious in chapter 9.
Justice. Genesis.
Let's go to the second story, Punishment.
Adam dies twice.
So what we need to do here is to make Adam get killed twice. And to do that, he has to get revived in this, But then, this guy right here goes to this scene to paint the apple green because Adam will notice that it's red and he will reject it. That is messed up. Really messed up.
The king.
Chapter 11 is fine.
Monsters.
Chapter 12 is fine. However,
Drama.
Chapter 13 has this.
They all die.
That's apparently what we need to do here. We're going to erase everything. And we're going to do every scene that is similar. First off, he's cutting off the wood and ends this guy. Then he's going to water it and water it and then chop it and then end this guy. Alright, there we go. So let's go to novels.
Novels.
Which is the final chapter, and this one is entitled Last Straw. It wasn't there in the beginning in the base game, however, or the basic chapters. However, when you complete all the stories, you'll get this kind of chapter. You will get the sixth story. It's kind of confusing.
Night imprisons queen.
So we have to make the knight imprison the queen. So in order to do that, we're going to have this guy here to kidnap the queen. And he's going to have the knight to notice that the queen has passed away. But little did he know that she didn't pass away. And he takes the throne in a sad way. She is still kidnapped, but the knight noticed that she was alive. But she is now mad because the queen, let's just say the knight stole her crown. But she decides, why not? I'll marry him. And the plan here is that she's planning to execute the knight for stealing her crown. Unfortunately, this guy right here, he's going to use his pitchfork so that this will not happen. He's mad because his wife is trying to kill her. She's like, uh-oh. And that's where she's been captured. That is also messed up as well, but I don't know who deserves it.
The ceremony.
The crown is now on fire. This is a mess. Alright, so that is it for part 4. Stay tuned for part 5, ladies and gentlemen. What is the reason? It's because we gotta do this.
Secret stamp collection.
We need to do the secret stamp collection, and the only way to do that is by going through all of the stories that we completed, and hopefully we get all the stamps. And that will be the end of this game, but not in part 4, but probably in part 5, so stay tuned for more.